students also. Yes. So here we were searching inverse by two-way, inverse by row transformation, inverse by adjoint. So A inverse is 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. These things we were having. Yes. Now next important thing I have to go for. Yes. So next important thing I have to go for, very much important thing. I'm just proceeding. See, for a regular or for KT exam, I am having this. One of the pattern of example is they may ask us to find rank of matrix. Yes, you can look for the question papers. Yes, you can look for the question papers. Any question paper for semester 1. Yes, any question paper for semester 1, but you will going to choose CBCS question paper. FE same one, CBCS question paper you have to choose. In that CBCS question paper, you can observe the questions. You will definitely have one of the question that find the rank of certain matrix. Definitely this question, definitely for your batch, 110% this question will going to ask you also, that find the rank of certain matrix. That matrix may be given as 3 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 4 or 4 by 5 sometimes. Yes, sometimes square or rectangular matrix may be given and they may ask you to search rank of that matrix. It will be asked for 6 to 8 marks question. Yes, definitely 110% yeah, this question will be asked in university and exam, that certain matrix will be given and you have to search rank of that matrix, or sometimes they may ask us to convert given matrix to normal form or echelon form, or convert given matrix to PAQ form and hence find rank of that matrix. Yes, so whenever we are having that pattern of question, I am having, see, I have to go for using rows and column transformations there. Before that, before how to go for rows and column transformation and all these things, before that there are certain steps to go for. So how I'm just going for the steps and all these things, that we will going to study. Yes, before that, what is echelon form of a matrix, that I'm going to explain. How to go for step by step to search rank, that we have to go for. And now I am just going for my PPT again. I am just going for explaining by my PPT. Yes, so my screen is visible here, I hope. Yes, so I am having, see, till now which type of elementary row transformations we are going for. Yes, I'm just revising the thing. Which type of elementary row transformations we are going for? See, we are gone for row transformations simultaneously, column transformations also. Yes, one of the row transformation here I'm having R13. What do you mean by R13? Interchanging R1 and R3. It is written as R13 pattern. Yes, it means that I may interchange any two rows. In the similar manner, I may interchange any two columns also. Second type of row transformation, what it is mentioned, I may multiply R2 by 4 and I am just converting my R2 as 4 into R2. That is, any row or any column, I can multiply it by any scalar. Yes, so I am having, I can go by this type of second type of row transformations previously or column transformations previously while searching inverse of matrix. Yes, so one more row or column transformations we were gone for this type of C3 plus twice C2. This is just the example. Is so we may multiply any of the scalar to matrix, sorry, for I'll just multiplying a scalar 2 by a column C2 and then I'm adding 2 into C2 in column C3. These types of column transformations or row transformations we were gone for previously. Yes, the similar type of rows and column transformations now I am using for searching rank of matrix. Very important example, rank of matrix. Again, I'm telling you, example will be asked. Definitely 6 to 8 marks question will be there. Yes. So before going for this rank of matrix and all these things, what I'm telling you, echelon form is echelon form of a matrix is a new concept, totally new concept here. What is mean by echelon form of a matrix? That I have to go for now. Yes. Now I hope none of the student will going to enter my class. So I'm just going for slideshow mode here. Yes, I'm just going for slideshow mode here. Yes. Now I am just going for echelon form of a matrix. So what is mean by echelon form? If A is any given matrix, then by using elementary, oh shit, somebody wants to enter my class. Let me explain this slide and then I'll allow him or her in the class. If I am having A is any given matrix, then using elementary row transformations, we can reduce matrix A by the following form. These form is A into the following form, which is known as echelon form of the matrix, and these are the rules. Is these are the rules how to convert the given matrix to echelon form. Is first rule is the first m rows are non-zeros. That is, all the zero rows are at bottom of matrix. Yes. So see this first example here. Yes, I'm just looking for this first example. I'm just making square of this matrix here. This matrix it is in actually it is 3 by 4 matrix. Yes, here in this matrix is directly in echelon form. You can observe there are 1, 2, 3 rows are here. Yes, I am having row 1, row 2 and row 3 here. Yes, if you are observing, see, I want to ask you one thing. For this first matrix here, so how many 0 rows are here? What I make here, how many 0 rows are here for this squared matrix? I made it red square. How many 0 rows are here, students?
1.
Okay, yes. Here only one row is 0 row. Yes. How many non-zero rows? I am having 2
Two.
non-zero rows.
2.
Yes,
Two.
having 2 non-zero rows here. Yes. So first non-zero row is 1 minus 3 2 4. Second non-zero row is 0 1 3 6. Yes. For this first matrix, first non-zero row, second non-zero row, and I'm having third 0 row here. So whenever I'm just converting given matrix to echelon form, I am using row transformations only, and while using row transformations, sometimes I may get all the entries in that row is 0. So I may have 0 row. So I'll transfer that 0 row at the bottom of matrix. Observe this second matrix here. Yes, observe this second matrix. For this second matrix, I wrote it here by a right sign. Yes, correct sign. This second matrix. So here also bottom row is 0 row, and here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 non-zero rows are here. Yes. So while converting given matrix to echelon form, I have to definitely use row transformations there. So while using row transformations, if I'm having any of the 0 row, I'll transfer that 0 row at bottom. Remember this thing. Yes. Now, but for transferring that 0 rows to be bottom row, how I have to apply rows or column transformation, that I'll going to explain you right now. Yes. So how I have to use rows or column transformations here, not columns, row transformation here. Yes, let us go for that. How to apply row transformation here? See, I'll just concentrate only for the first matrix. Let me allow somebody because this is important topic, and he or she should not miss that. So let me allow. Yes. So where I was, I have to search. I have to search rank. I have to search not rank. I have to search echelon form of a matrix. For echelon form of a matrix, I am using row transformations here. Yes. After using certain steps of row transformation, remember that I will get my matrix to echelon form. Yes. So in the echelon form, how I'm having my matrix, I may have some zero rows. So I am getting, I will going to transfer that zero row at the bottom of matrix. Remaining non-zero rows, I'll go for writing it upside. I'll convert that non-zero rows. I'll transfer those non-zero row on upside here. Yes. Now I will going to I'll going to concentrate first on this matrix. Suppose I'm just mentioned this matrix A. Concentrate for this matrix A here. Yes, concentrate for the matrix A here. In this A matrix, I am having two non-zero rows, R1 row and R2 row. Remember, our first rule for non-zero rows are, yes, see, at one place, I require each and every time this element to be 1. Yes, for R1, each and every time I require the place element to be 1. Yes, for that purpose, I may interchange rows. I may use these types of row transformation. I may interchange rows. I may multiply a scalar to row, or I may use this type of column, not column, but row transformation. For that purpose, I am using R1, R2, R3 and so on. For converting element to be 1 place to be 1. Yes, this is applicable only for non-zero rows. And what I told you that zero rows, I will transfer it to bottom. Not always. For some of the matrices, I may not have zero rows also. Yes, whenever I am applying row transformation, if I'm having zero rows, I'll transfer those zero rows at bottom. This thing you have to remember. Now I'm talking regarding non-zero rows. Element at 1 place in R1 to be converted to 1, and for that purpose I will going to use R1, R2, R3 and all the rows I can use. Yes, this thing is over here regarding R1. Now I am talking regarding R2 row. Yes, regarding R2 row. Yes. Now I am talking regarding which row? I am talking regarding R2 row here. Yes, concentrate for the R2 row. Yes, for this R2 row, each and every time you will going to convert this element at 2 to the place to be 1. Yes, element at 2 to the place, I will going to make it as 1. Yes, so see, for you converting this element to be 2 to the place to be 1, for that purpose, I will not going to touch R1. Yes, I'll not going to touch R1. I will going to use R2, R3, R4, R5 and so on. Yes, I will going to use. This way you have to go for. Yes, for converting element at 2 to the place to be 1, you will not going to use R1, but you have to use R2, R3, R4 and so on. Yes, these rows you have to use to convert element at 2 to the place to be 1. In a similar manner, each and every, whenever we will go for third row, yes, whenever, if I'll go for third row, for that third row, concentrate for second matrix here. Yes, concentrate here for second matrix. This second matrix you have to concentrate. Here in this, I am having third row is non-zero row. You can observe element at 3 place is 1. Yes, so always element at 3 place you have to make it as 1. For that purpose, you will going to use R3, R4, R5 and so on. Yes, this way you will going to make element at 1 the place, 2 the place, 3 the place to be 1, and 4. If I'm having R4, then you have to make 4 the place element to be 1 here. But for that purpose, element at 1 the place, for making this as 1, you will going to use R1, R2, R3, R4 like that way. But whenever I have to convert the element at 2 the place to be 1, you will going to use R2, R3, R4. For element to be 3 the place, for converting it as 1, you will going to use R3, R4 and so on. So like that way, this sequence you will going to remember. Yes. So I want to tell what I want to tell you. Element in diagonal entries, you have to make element at 1 the place, 2 the place, 3 the place. You have to make those as 1. Remaining thing is remaining thing. Yes, now I am concentrating for the remaining thing. See, after having element at 1 the place to be 1, see, after converting this element at 1 the place to be 1, you will use R1 for converting other elements in C1 to be 0. This element you have to convert this as 0, and this element at 3 place you have to make this as 0 by using R1. Yes, you will use R1 for converting element at first column elements, remaining elements except A11, remaining elements you will going to convert those as 0 by using R1. Yes, then you will concentrate for the element at 2 to the place. After making this element at 2 to the place to be 1, you will going to convert the elements below. Is below 2 to the place. How many elements are there? Those elements in that column C2, you will going to make those as 0 by using R2. Yes, those elements you will going to make convert those as 0 by using R2 only. Yes, so these are the steps to go for find converting given matrix to echelon form. We'll go for examples so that you can understand the things. Yes, now one more concept I have to tell you. I'll just go for wiping the things. Yes, these are the steps I have to go for converting the given matrix to echelon form here. Yes, now everybody will going to concentrate for this first matrix here. Yes, this first matrix here. So we are guessing we are having this matrix already in echelon form. So after converting given matrix to echelon form, is how many non-zero rows are here? For this matrix, colored matrix here, we are having non-zero rows are 2. So I can say rank of this first matrix, colored matrix is 2. Yes, rank of this colored matrix is 2. Yes, so after having this matrix to echelon form, I can directly get rank of my matrix. Now for in the similar manner, everybody will going to guess what I am having rank of this second matrix here, students. Yes, so yes, for this second matrix, we are having 3 non-zero rows. So we can guess this matrix is having rank is 3 here. Yes, so I hope most of you are getting what is echelon form of a matrix. Yes, so I have to convert given matrix to echelon form, and while applying row transformation, after applying certain row transformation, if I'll have 0 row, I'll transfer that 0 row at bottom. Non-zero rows are in such a manner that their diagonal elements, 1 the place, 2 the place, 3 the place element, I have to convert those as 1. The element in first column except at 1 the place, I have to make those as 0. Element at 2 the place except element at 2 the place, other elements in that column 2 below a to 2, I have to convert those as 0. Element at 3 the place, I have to make that as 1. Remaining elements in this column C3 below A33, remaining elements I have to convert those as 0. Yes. So some of you may get it, some of you may not. So let us go for example. Let us go for next slide. So you may get the things. I'm just going for next slide here. Yes, I'm sorry. I have to go for next. This slide I have to go for. Yes, I'm sorry. This slide. I'm just. I hope now it is visible, students. I hope it is visible now. This slide. Okay. Yes. I hope it is visible, students. Okay, okay. Yes. Now I am just going for very important. After going for echelon form, I want to go for rank of matrix. And right now only I told you that these are all the things regarding rank of matrix. This is the definition and all these things. Right now, if I'll go for the definition, you will not get anything. So right now I'm just directly going for the example here. Yes, and then this whole thing I'll tell you after going for examples for echelon form, then I'll again move for rank of matrix and this definition here. Yes. So this everybody should concentrate for the example here. Is this example, not go for above things, please concentrate for the examples. This matrix A I'm having, in this matrix A it is already in echelon form. Just observe here, bottom row is 0 and non-zero rows are in such a manner. Diagonal entry 1 place, 2 place entry I'm having 1 in column 1, except at 1 place other entries are 0. Is in column 2, except at 2 place below that other entries are 0. Above entries will not going to concentrate here. Is below the diagonal entries are required, those should be 0. Remember. Is diagonal entry should be 1 1 1. Concentrate my arrow. See where I'm moving my arrow is for this matrix B. Concentrate for my arrow. A 1 place element as 1, 2 place element as 1, 3 place element as 1. Below that, all the columns below that, the entries are 0. Is below that those entries are 0. So diagonal entries should be 1 or 0 we require. Below that all entries should be 0. Yes. So already we are having A and B are in echelon form. For this matrix A, as it is in echelon form, I am having 1 0 row, and what I suggest you that non-zero rows are 2, so I am just writing rank of A is 2. Yes. For this matrix B, it is already considered it is in echelon form. This matrix B, I am having 3 non-zero rows, so rank of B is 3. Yes. And what I told you that, let us go for example here. I'm just going for example here. Yes, I'm just having this example. See, this is 3 by 4 matrix. This type of example will definitely ask for 6 to 8 marks in question paper. Yes, sometimes they may ask determine rank of this matrix reducing it to echelon form, or they may ask you to convert that matrix to normal form or PAQ form. We may have this type of example, but let us go for one of the example here. Determine the rank of this matrix A by reducing this matrix A to echelon form. Yes, so I am having 3 by 4 matrix. I'm just writing this as 3 by 4 matrix, and then I have to start with my solution. Yes, so according to the solution, what I told you that we will use only row transformation here. Yes, so we will going to use only row transformation. So whenever I'm having certain matrix, see my arrow of this PC. Please concentrate on that arrow here. Yes. So whenever I'm having certain matrix here, first I'm going to check element at 1 place to be 1 or not. Yes. For this matrix, I am having element at 1 place is 1. So I'll keep that as it is. Otherwise, I have to interchange rows or otherwise I have to use certain row transformation for converting this element in one place to be one here. Yes. After that, what I told you that what I am going to concentrate is, see, element in this column 1 is elements below this one place, means I will going to convert the other elements, that is 2 place element and 3 place element. I have to convert those as 0 by using R1. Yes, I'll go for using those row transformation. But before going for that, what I'm observing, see, whenever I'm having certain matrix there, I'll going to observe always if by using R1 or by using any of the rows, after using certain row transformation, may I make certain row to be 0? Yes, here I can make. You can observe for R2, I am having entries as 3, 9, 12 and 9. It is thrice of R1. Yes. So if I'm using row transformation R2 minus thrice R1 directly, all elements in R2 can be converted to 0. This row transformation you can make directly. Yes, whether it is echelon form, whether it is normal form, whether it is PAQ form, you can convert by using certain row transformation. You can directly convert one of the row to be 0 if it is possible, if it is proper row transformation. Then yes, so by using this row transformation, I'm getting directly this R2th place or R2 row as 0 row. Yes, according to echelon form, what I told you that whenever I'm having certain 0 row, I have to transfer that 0 row at bottom. By interchanging R2 and R3, I can do that. Yes, so I will go for transferring this R2 0 row at bottom. Yes, before that, what I'm using, see what I find, element at 1 3 place, not 1 3, element at 3 1th place is 1. I'll try to make this element as 0 by using R1. Yes, so what I'm doing, I'm just going for using R3 minus R1. I'm using R3 minus R1 here first. Yes, so after using R3 minus R1, I'm getting 1 minus 1, I'm getting 3 minus 3, I'm having 4 minus 4, I'm having 0 minus 3. So entry in R3 are 0 0 0 and minus 3. Yes, so what I'm having, my main purpose in first column, I am having one the place as 1 and other two elements in this columns are 0. What I require, that I made. Yes, but as this R2 row is 0 row, by interchanging R2 and R3, I am transferring this 0 row at bottom. Yes, my main purpose is converting this matrix to echelon form, and let us go for next slide. Yes, so I'm just transferring this bottom row at 0 here. Yes, and I'm having this as non-zero row R2. Yes, so I'm saying it is in echelon form. Now tell me students, whether it is in echelon form, and what I wrote, I am having non-zero rows are 2. I'm directly writing rank of this matrix A is 2. Yes, so whether it is in echelon form, students?
No, ma'am.
No,
Ye-
ma'am.
It is not in echelon form. Why it is not in echelon form?
Because
Two
second
to place
row
is not one.
to the place is not 1.
Second row,
Second row, second column is not one.
No, yes.
just wait.
Yes,
I have to
element is
increase.
not one.
I can't hear you properly. I'm just increasing volume so that I can hear you properly. Yes, yes. Tell me. Go ahead, student. Go ahead.
Second row and
Two
second
to
row and
the
second
place
column is
is
not one.
not
Place
1.
is not one.
Yes. Okay. Let me go for slideshow mode here. Yes, I'm just going for slideshow mode here. Yes. Elemented one. What I told you that what I require, that thing I'm having R3 row is 0 row. Bottom row I'm having 0 row. Yes, and non-zero rows I'm having 2 non-zero rows. For R1 I'm having elemented 1 place is 1. Elemented 2 to the place actually I require it should be 1, but I'm not having that. I'm not having that. And remember, I will going to use only row transformation. So which row transformation I can use? May I interchange R2 and
R1.
R3?
No.
Yes, I can't interchange R2 and
No,
R3.
ma'am.
By interchanging R2 and R3, still I'm getting element at 2 to the place as 0 only. Yes, and I can't use any of the row transformation to convert element at 2 to the place to be 1 here. I'm helpless to convert element at 2 to the place to be 1 here. Yes, but what I find, I accept that element at 2 to the place, other element in column 3 is below the diagonal. I am having that element as 0. Element at 3 place, I am already having that as 0. Yes. So what I require, diagonal entries 1 1 place, 2 to the place, 3 to place, entry to be 1 or 0, and below that all non-diagonal entries are 0 here. Observe that this entry is 0, this entry is 0, this entry is 0. Element at 1 1 the place is 1, element at 2 2 the place is 0, element at 3 3 the place is 0 here. Yes, see, remember, though here I'm having element at 2 to the place, though I'm having 0, but I can't use any of the row transformation for converting this element to be 1. I'm not having any row transformations here, so I'll keep that as it is, and I'm directly saying it is in a column form, and I'm having rank of this matrix is number of non-zero rows, and it is 2. Yes, now definitely some of you are having doubt. Just ask doubt, student. Doubt. Any doubt, student?
No, ma'am.
Okay, somebody wants to say something. Yes, go ahead, go ahead. Which row transformation you will going to use? Tell me. Ah, yes, yes. Here for this example, it is not possible, but for the other sums, those are possible. Yes, for the other examples, it may be possible here. Yes, so I hope I have to go for this example here where I'm having my cursor. Just concentrate. I am just going for next example. Here in this example, what I'm having, find rank of this matrix A. I'm just going for echelon form. Yes, I'm just using echelon form. See, though here it is not mentioned to use echelon form, you have to use echelon form or normal form. I'm just explain you till now only echelon form, so I'm just going for echelon form here. So I'm writing this matrix A here. Whenever I'm having this matrix is 4 by 4 matrix, quite large matrix, definitely example will be 6 marks. Yes, 6 marks example will be here. So what is, whenever I'm having certain matrix, what I'm going to concentrate, whether I'm having element at 1 1 place to be 1, yes, I'm having that. What I have to go for next, I'll concentrate by using any of the row transformation. May I convert other row to be 0? If it is possible, you can use that type of row transformation in such a manner that any of the row except R1, other rows, you have to convert those as 0 and transfer those at bottom here. I'm not finding that. What I'm just doing here, I'm just concentrating for the element at 2 1 the place, 3 1 the place, and 4 1 the place. In first column, except at A1 1, other entries I have to make those as 0 by using R1. Yes, so I am using 1, 2, 3 row transformations directly here. I can use. Yes, so which row transformation I'm using? For element at 2 1 the place, I have to make those that as 0. What I'm using? I am using R2 minus 3 R1. Remember that after having element at 1 1 the place to be 1, other entries in column, first column, to make those as 0, you will use only R1. Yes, so I hope the similar type of rules were there for getting A inverse by using row transformation. Same rule we're using it here somewhat. Yes, so I am converting, I am using row transformation R3 minus 3 R1. Yes, for converting this element at 3 1 the place to be 0, I am using R3 minus 2 R1. This element I have to make that as 0. This entry is 1. So I am using R4 minus R1. Yes. So I am using simultaneously these 3-row transformation. Concentrate for R2 here. R3 minus 3R1. So I am getting 3 minus 3 into 1. Yes. So I am getting this element to be 0. Concentrate for my cursor. If will cursor or arrow. Otherwise you will not get the things, students. Yes. So now I have to go for minus 1 minus 3 into 2 is minus 1 minus 6. So this entry is minus 7. Is 2 minus 3 into minus 1. So 2 plus 3, I am having this entry as 5. Is 1 minus 9. 3 into 3, 9. So I'm having this entry as minus 8. Yes. So now I have to go for R3. I have to go for row transformation R3 minus 2R1. So how I'll go for 2 minus 2 into 1. 2 minus 2 entry is 0. Minus 2 minus 2 into 2 minus 2 minus 4. So this entry is minus 6. Those who are not getting this thing have to take screenshot and go for having separate row transformation. Definitely you will get this type of matrix here. What I want to explain you that you have to get it here. Element accepted element at one place, other entries in columns I'm making it as 0 by using R1. Those row transformation I wrote it here. Yes. Now I am just trying to approach in this manner that in first column one element is 1, other entries are 0. Yes. After that you will concentrate for the element at 2 place. This entry I have to make it as 1. Yes, and then I'm using R2 for converting other entries below 2 to be 0 of C2. Yes, so I'm just going for next slide. Yes. So I was having this previous matrix. Now I want to convert this element to be 1. For that purpose, what I'm using, I have to use, remember, for converting element at 2 to the place to be 1, I have to use R2 here itself, R3 or R4. Remember, you will not going to touch R1 here. You will going to keep this R1 as it is. If you are going to touch R1, you will have wrong entries. You will not get rank correct. Remember this thing. Yes. So for converting element at 2 to the place to be 1, what I'm using? I'm using R3. And what I'm doing? R2 minus R3. Yes, minus 7 plus 6, I'm having this entry as minus 1. 5 minus 5, we're getting it as 0. Minus 8 plus 4, I'm having minus 4. So this entry, I'm getting it as minus 1. I'm just multiplying R2 by minus 1. So I'm going for minus R2 and let us come here. Look at my cursor. Yes, look at my cursor. Here in this cursor, what I find, I am just having now, I am converting element at 2 to the place to be 1. We are getting it. Now, what I have to do, I will going to make column in C2 below this 2 to the place, other 2 entries, I have to make those as 0. Yes, the element at 3 to the place, element at 4 to the place, I have to convert those as 0. By using R2, I'll go for using that. Yes, I have to use only R2 for converting this entry minus 6, this entry minus 3 to be 0. For that, I will going to use R2 only. I'll not go for using R1 and other things. Remember. Yes. So what I'm using row transformation, I am using row transformation R3 plus 6 R2, R4 plus 3 R2. So your R1 and R2 will remain as it is, and these 2 entries are converted to 0 because I'm having minus 6 plus 6, I'm having minus 3 plus 3. So these entries will get converted to 0. Yes. So whenever I'm just going for 5 plus 6 into 0, this element will be 5 only. Yes. And whenever I'm just going for 2 plus 3 into 0, this element will be 2 only. Yes, because as this element having entry as 0, other two elements 5 and 2 remains as it is. Yes. Now I have to go for R3 plus 6 R2 at this place. So minus 4 plus 24, this entry is 20. Minus 4 plus 3 into 4, 12. So this entry is 8. So, like that way, what I'm doing, yes. So here in this, I'm just getting element at 2 to the place I'm having 1. Other elements in this column C2 are 0. My main purpose is over here. Yes. Now let us go for converting element at 3 the place to be 1. So what I'm doing for that, I am just going for 1 by 5 R3. Yes. See, you can use R3 for that. Yes. So some of you may think that they can go for using R3 plus 2 into R3 minus 2 into R4 they can go for. But what I'm observing, I am having R3 as entries are 5 and 20. For R4, I'm having entry as 2 and 8. So if I'll divide it by 5 and this R4 by 2, the entries will be 1, 4, and one of the row I can make at 0. Is one of the row I can make it as 0 because you can observe R3 and R4 can be identical rows. Yes. So what I'm doing, I'm just going for 1 by 4, 1 by 5 R3 and 1 by 2 R4. So I'm just getting two identical rows here, and one of the bottom row I'm converting it as 0 by using R4 minus R3, and we are getting it here. Yes, we are getting it here. Bottom row I'm having 0. And observe that I am having diagonal entries as 1, 1, 1 and 0. Below that non-diagonal entries we are having 0. So now I'm getting this matrix as echelon form, and in this echelon form of matrix, how many non-zero rows are here? We are having first, second, 3 rows are non-zero rows. So rank of this matrix is 3 here. Yes. So I may have in question paper, I may have this as 4 by 4 matrix. So for this 4 by 4 matrix, we are getting rank is 3. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Just ask. So till that I want to allow somebody wants to enter my class, and I'm not finding anyone. So till that, any doubt here? Any doubt here, students? I already share this PPT in Google Classroom. So I hope in these 3 days, while filling up the forms, you are going for my PPT and studying for the things, I hope. Any doubt here, students? Any doubt here? I hope I will go for next year and then I'll going to ask you doubt. Yes, I'm just going for next and then I'm just spending some time for asking doubt here. Yes. So see what I told you that how to go for applying row transformation for converting given matrix to echelon form, that I explain. Yes, use only row transformation. Diagonal entries we require 1 1th place, 2 2th place, 3 3th place to be 1. For that purpose, how to use rows, how to use row transformation, that I told you. Yes. So element at 1 1th place you will going to convert it as 1. Yes, for converting this element 1 1th place to be 1, you will going to use R2, R3, R4 and any of the rows here. After that, use R1 to convert the first column elements to be 0. Yes. After that, what I told, element at 2 to the place, you have to make it as 1 by using R3, R4 or R2 here itself, and use R2 to convert other elements to be 0 in column C2. Yes. So like that way you have, if you are following the sequence, then only you will get rank correct. If you are making mistake while using these row transformation sequence, If you are making mistake, you will not get correct rank, remember. Yes, most of the students are making mistake while going for using row transformation. Yes, now I'm just going for one more example here. And now for this example, yes, I have to go for slideshow mode. I'm just going for slideshow mode here. Is now in place of writing normal form, in place of writing echelon form, what I'm writing normal form. Is what is mean by normal form? See, most of the time you may have this type of example here. Is find the rank of matrix by reducing it to normal form or canonical form. Yes, we are having this matrix A. Now, this type of question will definitely ask 5 to 6 marks. Again, I'm telling you same thing. 5 to 6 marks question will be there. So, I'm having 3 by 4 matrix. Let I'm saying this matrix as B matrix. Yes. So, whenever I'm having what is mean by normal form or canonical form. Before going for that, I don't know what is mean by normal form or normal form or canonical form. What I told you till now, echelon form only. Yes. So how to convert this echelon form to normal form, that I'm explaining you. Yes. So see, I am having this matrix B. Yes, I am having this matrix B. It is 3 by 4 matrix. And as I told you previously in that manner, I require element at 1 the place to be 1. Yes, for converting the element at 1 the place to be 1, what I'm going for, I am interchanging R1 and R3. I am interchanging R1 and R3. Yes, because I find this element in R3 is 1. So I am interchanging R1 and R3. And now I am getting R1 as 1, 4, 2, 5. Yes, so I am having R3 now 2, 15, 14, 15. Yes, now while going for that, what I'm observing for R2 entries as 6, 24, 18 and 30. All these entries are multiples of 6. Is you should be observe these entries in such a manner whether these entries are multiple of sum of the scalar. If it is multiple of sum of the scalar, just divide that row by that scalar there. So the row transformation will be easy for us for getting the rank for matrix here. Yes. So what I'm doing further, I'm using one more row transformation. I'm just going from 1 by 6 R2 and I'm just getting 1, 4, 3, 5 and R2. And what I'm observing, I'm having two identical rows. R1 and R2, two identical rows I'm getting. So what I'm doing, one of the row, I'm just converting that as 0 by R2 minus R1. I'm just converting this R2 row to be 0. Yes, and then as I'm having this 0 row, I'll transfer that 0 row at the bottom. Yes, so I'll transfer that element 0 row at the bottom. Yes, so and further one more row transformation I'm using. What is that? I have to make this element to be 0, which is in column 1. So what by using R1, I'm converting this element in R3 to be 0. I'm using row transformation R3 minus twice R1 here. Yes, I'm using R3 minus twice R1. Let us go for next slide. Yes. So I made a mistake or not? Yes, I have to check what is my previous slide. Yes, this R2 I'm not having all the entries are identical. I'm sorry. I'm having in R2 this entry is 3. So if I'm going for R2 minus except this element, other entries are identical. That's why I'm just going for R1. Let us go for the slide. Yes. R2 the entry. See, I'm having R2 the entry at 0010. Yes, R3 entry I'm having 07 because I was gone for R3 minus twice R2. R3 minus twice R1 I hope I was gone for. So this I'm just getting it in R3 here. Yes, this entry I'm just getting it in R3 here. Yes. Further, what I require now is further according to echelon form, what I require elemented 2 to place I require it to be 1. Yes, I'm not having that. Here, if I'll use this row as it is, I'm getting this entry as 0. So in place of that, I'm interchanging R3 and R2. I'm interchanging R3 and R2. So I'm having now this 2 to the place entry is non-zero entity. Yes. Now I can't use R3 for converting element at 2 to the place to be 1. So that's why I'm just going for 1 by 7 R2. Now I'm having this entry in 2 to the place as 1 here. You can observe. Yes. And simultaneously, now what I can find element at 3 the place is already 1. We are getting it here. Yes. Now tell me student, whether this matrix is in echelon form. Is this
Yes.
square matrix,
No, ma'am.
whether this
No,
square
no.
matrix is in echelon form,
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
why it is
No,
no?
no, man.
Why it is no?
Because
Yes, why it is
the
no? Those who are saying no, why it is
third
no,
of the
students, tell me.
third
Because the
just
last
Why it
row
is
is
no,
not
students, why it is no?
because the last row, third one is
Ah, yes,
one is
bottom row.
zero.
Any all the matrices. For some of the matrix, for this matrix, it is not, I am using transformation. By using transformation, I'm not getting any of the row as 0 row. For certain matrix, it is not that converting bottom row as 0. Yes, I'm not getting always bottom row as 0 row here. Yes, so for this example, I'm not having any of the 0 at bottom. Yes, whether all of you are getting student, all of you are getting, say yes or no. So
Yes,
sometimes,
ma'am.
okay. So after using row transformation, after using those sequence of row transformation, I may not have two identical rows, and after having those two identical rows, I may not convert any of the row to be 0 row. So here I am having all the three rows are non-zero rows. So this is I'm getting it as this square matrix. It is echelon form because I'm having diagonal entries as 1 1 1. You can observe. Below that, all non-diagonal elements are 0. You can observe. And above, non-diagonal entries are non-zero. It may be 0 or non-zero. But what I require, non-diagonal entries to be 1 or 0, and below that, all entries are 0. So it is echelon form, and you can observe all the three rows are non-zero rows. So rank of my matrix is 3 here. I wrote it. Yes, rank of this matrix is 3. So for this example, we are getting all the three rows are non-zero rows. So I am having rank of my matrix is 3. Yes, this is echelon form. But what I'm just having this example, I don't require echelon form, but I require normal form or canonical form. So what is mean by normal form or canonical form? See, till now I'm using only row transformation. Till now, up to this, I'm using only row transformation. Up to getting echelon form, we are using row transformation. Further, you can observe all these are column transformation. Yes. So when to use column transformation? See, definitely for normal form or canonical form, I have to use column transformation. When to use column transformation? After having matrix to be in echelon form, now I'm going to start with column transformation. Observe here how I'm just using column transformation. Remember, yes, after getting echelon form, I'm talking regarding echelon form only. Yes, leave this element at 1 1 place. Other entry in R1 4 to 5, I have to make that as 0. By using C1, I'll convert these entry to be 0 in R1. For that, I'm using column transformation. Which column transformation I'm using? C2 minus 4 C1. So that this entry will be 0. C3 minus 2 C1. So as I'm having this entries 2, I'm using C1 for converting this element to be 0. C4 minus 5 C1, so that this entry will be 0. On one the place is 1, other entry is in this column as 0. So all these entry in C2, C3, C4 as it is, only this circle entry will become 0. So very nicely you can directly write these entry to be 0 here. Yes. So after getting echelon form, it is too much easy to convert given matrix to normal form or canonical form. Use only column transformation. But what I told, according to that sequence only, you have to move for students. Yes. Use C1 for converting element in R1 to be 0. Yes. In a similar manner, after for in R2, except at 2 to the place, other entry to be 0. Yes. So for that, I am using C2. Yes. Elements for R2 except at 2 to the place, other entries for converting it as 0 use only C2. Yes, I am having element as in 2 3 places 10 by 7. I have to convert this entry to be 0. It is in R2, so I will going to use only C2. Which column transformation I am using? I am using C3 minus 10 by 7 C2. Yes. So I am just getting this entry as 0 because other entry I'm directly having 0 here. Yes. So now I'm just concentrating in R3. R3 I'm having 0, 0, 3, 3 to place element as 1. If I'm not having this entry to be 0, then I have to use C3. So if I'm having non-zero entries in R3 except at 3, 3 to place, if I'm having other non-zero entries, I will going to use C3 column for converting other entries in R3 to be 0. So now observe this matrix. Observe this matrix. I am having all the diagonal entries are 1. Other non-diagonal entries I am having those as 0. So it is called as, it is in normal form or canonical form. Yes, this is normal form or canonical form. How I'm getting normal form or canonical form? After having echelon form, just go for using column transformation properly. For R1, you have to use C1. For R2 elements, use C2 for getting normal form. Some of you may get it, some of you may not get it. So please take screenshot of this so that you can just go for looking for this example after this lecture is over. Yes. Now I require to go for today's attendance. Students, give me today's attendance. Division A. Roll number 1. Roll number 1. Unmute student. Roll number 1. Roll number 2. Roll number 3. Roll number 4. 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, Okay. 18, 19, 20. If your voice is not audible, then you can directly write in chat box. 21,